Please show us a sign.
Solitude, hardship and execution await the most haunted team as we travel to Lincolnshire. Hello, I'm Yvette Fielding and welcome to Most Haunted. Recently we conducted a live investigation into Lincoln Prison. Tonight we will be showing you the highlights from that night, plus 3 new uncut investigations that we carried out before and after we went on air. Join me for our investigation into this terrifying prison. Lincoln Prison is hidden behind the great stone walls of Lincoln Castle. In fact, from its earliest days in Norman times, the castle has always been used as a prison. The present prison building constitutes 2 parts. The front portion was built in 1787 and was originally accommodation for debtors and felons alike. In 1844, a new wing of cells was added, and 5 years later the infamous Pentonville system was introduced. Inmates were locked up for 23 hours a day and were not allowed to talk or look at each other. Even here in the chapel, they were alone. Prisoners would be in separate compartments, unable to see others. The men wore hoods, the women veils. The draconian Pentonville system was finally repealed because of its cruelty. Unfortunately for many, it was too late, as their inhumane treatment had sent them insane. But insanity was not the worst thing a prisoner could fear. The birthplace of the long drop method of hanging, more than 100 inmates paid the ultimate price for their crimes in this prison. So great was the public's appetite for harsh justice that the innocuous crime of stealing a sheep could result in the death penalty. And should the public be robbed of the chance to witness a public execution, there would be riots. This room is believed to be haunted by the ghost of a matron. People say she can be seen rushing, panicking, trying to get to a dying prisoner. However, her panic is not triggered by goodwill, but a fear of public outrage. The prisoner Mary Ann Milner had hung herself with a silk scarf on the eve of her execution. From that day forth, condemned prisoners would have a 24-hour watch should they too attempt to subvert the public's bloodlust. The prison finally closed in 1878 and inmates were moved to a new site in the north of the city. But many believe that the spirits of those who lived and died here still remain. People who enter the male wing talk of hearing shouts and bangs. Although close to the public, voices are heard when it's clear that no one else could be in this part of the building. With such a morbid history and so much paranormal activity to investigate, how will we fare tonight? We have 2 hours to find out. Joining me now are Most Haunted's resident parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe and our historian Leslie Smith. Now Leslie, you've been here before. There's an awful lot of stuff to get your teeth into. What are you excited about tonight?
Well, the site's been a prison for 900 years, in fact. It's a very important castle, and within that castle is this prison. And although this particular building was built in 1782 and stayed as a prison for about 100 years, the truth of the matter is what went on within here, some of the executions that took place, it's a fantastic place. And there's one place you're going to go to where it's the only example of it in the world, but I'm not telling you what yet.
Oh, God, that sounds really exciting. Now, Kieran, before I talk to you, let's have a look at some of the accounts of the people that have worked here.
Here at Lincoln Castle, the prison itself, I believe to be haunted quite regularly by the spirits of the people who were actually incarcerated in this building.
When members of staff or the friends of the castle come into any place within this castle, a lot of them want to be escorted for the first time because they just don't know what's there or what they might come across.
I've been here for about 10 years nearly, and on the odd occasion there's been unexplained happenings that make the hairs on the back of your head stand on end a little bit.
Everybody seems to say it's haunted. It's not something that we're inventing. There are some members that say they don't believe in paranormal activity, but something happens.
So there you go, Kieran. We've had our eyewitness accounts, and I count myself in that. I have been here a couple of times, and I have to say it's one of the most frightening places that I've been to, and some of the phenomena that I have encountered has been downright scary. What do you make to this place?
Well, I have spoken to you and Leslie and Kath about your investigation here before, and you've said exactly that it is a scary place. I always look forward to our investigations of prisons. There always appears to be some sort of phenomena that we can get our teeth into, and I think given the eyewitness accounts, this is no exception. There's definite repeatable phenomena. I'm not looking forward to this.
Oh.
Because there's a particular room that has mannequins in it. And I hate mannequins,
You do?
and they're not your normal mannequins, they're pretty horrific.
So we might have to put you in there on your own then.
Well, no, I'll be staying in the hub while somebody else does that.
Okay, I'm feeling
That's
a little
okay.
bit evil. I'm feeling a little bit evil. Okay, how much do you love me?
Not very much at the moment.
I don't know if you can hear this. There is... The reason why I'm so scared is because I've been here 3 times before, and every time it's been one of the most terrifying... Cable's just been pulled from behind. We can help you.
Whoa, there's movement, there's movement. Up here, I think I definitely... Sorry, I can't. Something moved up here, in here. Something moved in there.
You all right, Kieran? Kieran?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
Do you want to come out?
I prefer to come out, tell you the truth.
What's the matter?
It's just... it's a weird effect thing with the eyes. I keep looking in the camera and it's like it's looking at me.
Is this the matron? Is this the matron? Is this somebody else? Still stopped. Whoever you are, come and talk to us.
Is anyone inside that box? Well, that's why I was just looking, because...